The slow zoom. It's like, wait, dramatic over? Thank you, I'll be here all weekend. So what's up? This is like a Q&A. So I guess I just like hang out with you guys and answer some questions. So I hope you came prepared, because I sure didn't. Because she's hilarious, I heard that. Thank you. You have a present for me? I love presents. Does anybody have questions for me? Do you see that awesome microphone? I bet you guys can use it. Oh wait, don't everybody line up at once. This is a good amount. This is a good amount. That way we don't block everybody, and then we'll line up some more in a little bit. Yes, of course, come on up. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Of course I can. I'm going to see them. Are you kidding? We have a text chain going nonstop. About once a week we text each other. 5 gold and a powder! Who all was watching Titan's Grave? It's a good amount. Who's watching Critical Role? Who has no idea what I'm talking about? Nice. Yeah, everybody mingle. Share your stories with each other. All right. So I see the first question. It's on. It's ready for you.
2 questions.
2!
How did it feel to be in Super Smash Brothers as Lucina, and also, have you played Smash Brothers back then, and do you still now?
That was more than 2, I think.
That's number 1.
Number 1. Oh, geez, really? That's all one question?
Yeah.
It felt really good. Didn't play back then, have played it this time. Next question.
Would you ever want to work with Tara Strong and Andrea Rajano? If you haven't, if you have, what was it like?
I have worked with Tara, and she's freaking phenomenal. Are you kidding? She's hilarious and so talented, and honestly, the first time I met her, I was like, oh my God, Teen Titans. And Powerpuff Girls, oh my gosh, she's done so much. I haven't worked with Andrea, but I've met her and I love her and adore her, and hopefully someday I will be in a booth with her as well. Yes. They are all so talented, and it's wonderful to meet talented women in this industry. And talented men, talented everybody, talented children, talented old people. Talented animals. Drink it! Rustable!
Hello. So I know you voice like so many characters in your career and stuff.
Like so many.
But my favorite of yours is a very little known one. I don't know if many people know this. It's a character named Kaine from Nier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Has anybody played Nier? Woo! I love the little pockets of people that know things. This is fun.
I was wondering if you can say a line of Kaine's.
You have it written down?
I have it written down.
Well, if you have it written down, you came prepared. I shall... Is it super duper freaking long? It's the intro? There's kids in this room.
You can censor the F-bombs.
Can I? I have to censor a lot more than F-bombs in this thing. Can I tell you a story about this thing? You're filming it, you're waiting for me to say it. But first I'm going to tell you a story.
Okay.
When we recorded this line, we did it in one take, and they were cracking up at the end of it and loved it so much they just kept it, so we didn't do it more than once. And then when I started the game, they made it the opening of the game, right? Just because they liked it so much. It wasn't originally supposed to be that, but oh man. This is so much energy. Stop pressuring me. I've got to make edits, all right? Because it's like, wise, you dumb beep. Start making sense, you rotten bug, or you're gonna be sorry. Okay. That's so loud. Wise, you dumb. Start making sense, you rotten booger. You're gonna be sorry. Maybe I'll start ripping your pages out one by one, or maybe I'll put you in the furnace. How can someone with such a big smart brain get hypnotized like a little huh? Oh, Shadow Lord, I love you, Shadow Lord. Come over here and give Wise a big sloppy kiss, Shadow Lord. Now pull your head out of your and start helping us.
Thank you.
That's a lot. Keep it. It's mine.
Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
First, I want to thank you for getting me into anime. And
You're welcome.
I have two questions.
Welcome.
And there are actually two questions. My first question is, you did such a fantastic job in Fallout New Vegas as Julie Vargas and other people.
Thank you.
And I was wondering, will you be returning for Fallout 4?
I didn't record anything for Fallout 4. I know, what the hell? I didn't. I don't know what happened there. I didn't even see any auditions come down for it. But, am I allowed to? No, I shouldn't say that. I know people that did.
Courtney Taylor.
Of course, Courtney Taylor. What? Courtney and Brian, and they're playing the characters. And I did see an audition for the player character, but I didn't get it. Courtney did, and I'm very jealous. But she is super, super good, so I can't wait to play. And I'm gonna use her voice when I play it.
And my second question is, what is your favorite movie line? And don't pick from the room because that's too easy.
Oh my God. You better move on, Lisa.
What's your favorite movie line? Can you say it in your
Oh, hi,
favorite voice to
Dougie.
do?
What? Sorry.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Mom. Hi, Dougie.
What is your favorite?
You're my favorite customer. I'm sorry, I'm not even listening to you now. I'm just quoting the room.
No, you're good. What is your favorite movie line? And can
My
you say
favorite
it in
movie
your
line.
favorite voice to do?
My favorite. Okay. Do I have to? You'll know what this is from, but maybe in a character voice you won't know. As you wish. That was Wesley falling down the hill in Princess Bride as Shin-Chan.
I have no more questions.
Thank you for your questions. Hi.
Hi, my name's Corey. Nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Corey. Nice to meet you.
I'm a young voice actor, and I had a quick question.
Awesome.
Industry question.
Okay.
Can you talk about the difference between the Texas and Los Angeles market? Maybe auditions or?
It's a big difference.
Can you tell a little bit about
Yeah,
it?
sure. So I worked in Texas for forever, not like a long time. 12 years, maybe more than that. Wow, no, it was
Long enough.
17 years. No, I'm totally wrong. 7 years. What? 7 years. I just aged myself way more than I should have. And yeah, I had done, like Fritz Basket. I had done a lot of video games there, and I was like, I feel like I've done a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna go out to LA. And I got up there, and nobody gave a flying flip anything that I had done, and I couldn't even get in the door in a lot of places. And the first thing I did, I think, was working with Liam O'Brien, was directing me on some anime, but the reason I don't know what it was is because he wouldn't let me do anything other than like random Walla lines. And I did it, and he was like, "Oh, you can dub." I'm like, "Yeah, you jerk, I can dub. I've been doing this for years." So yeah, I auditioned, and I shouldn't call him a jerk. Liam O'Brien's a really nice guy, and now he's my brother. What was I saying?
We were talking about the difference.
We were talking about the difference in the market. The difference in the market to me is that Texas is kind of confined, meaning that everything you do is going to be at 1 or 2 studios, right? And you get to know those people at that studio really well when they know your voice type, and it's like home. You go in, and Funimation was like, going to school every day, and we would just go and hang out, and I would also be going in the booth and working. In Los Angeles, the booths and the studios are spread out all across town, and there's hundreds of them, and I've worked there for 7 years, 8 years now, and I still haven't worked at some of the studios just because there's so much to do. It's just a much larger market, and it's a harder one, which is crazy because there's more. You'd think it'd be easier, but it's a much harder one to break into in California.
Because there's a lot more people there.
There are a ton more people. But it's crazy because once you find the people that know what they're doing and do it well, those people work a ton because there are a lot of people, but they don't necessarily have the training or the experience to back up the fact that they're trying to get in. And I mean, all it is working more and getting up that experience. I think being in Texas first, you know, saved me when I went out there, because if I hadn't had the experience, I would have just been continually trying to do things, and they would have kept using me in the wall of things. But because I had worked in Texas for so long, he went, "Oh, wait, you can do this. Come in and audition for these other things now."
Okay.
So,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Hi, Laura.
Oh, hi.
So, being a huge fan of Fire Emblem, I was just curious to know what your favorite part about playing Lucina in Fire Emblem Awakening was.
My favorite part about that was when I actually, oh wait, spoilers? You guys know, right? But how can I say what my favorite part is? Just cover your ears if you haven't played it. Nobody's covering it, so you can't blame me. My favorite part was actually realizing I was a girl. Because they didn't tell me when I thought I was auditioning for 2 different characters. And and I was like, oh, I only got cast as Marth, okay. And then I found out I was actually Lucina, so it was really fun. And even at first, because they don't necessarily, you know, like say what the actual game is or the characters, and I for a long time didn't realize I was Lucina. Like people would come up and say, will you sign this my Lucina? I was like, oh no, I only play Marth. So, I'm done.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Good.
Well, hey, welcome to this panel.
I know you have best for your role as Serana in Skyrim.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, and my question for you.
Did you want to marry me? You totally did, yeah.
And Elva, she is my favorite companion.
She's pretty cool.
And yeah, and my question for you is, what is your favorite part about Serana?
My favorite part about Serana is that she's a good companion and she's sneaky. Because when I play that game, I couldn't play with companions because I would try to stay at a distance and shoot arrows, and they would run in and give off my location, and then I'd get killed because I'd get swarmed by like 10 people running at me, and I hated them all. And I got really good at sneaking around though. And then I got Serana, and I could do that, and she would like hang out with me. I was like, what? You're the best! I'm the best! And it's also really weird and really fun because when I'm playing the game and I have me, you know, over my shoulder, I get really weirded out because I'll hear me getting hit in a battle. I'm like, no, I didn't get hit. Oh, but this is weird, okay. So, yeah. But I do wish I could have married myself. I really do. That is creepy. Hi.
Hello, welcome to Otakon.
Oh, thank you. Glad to be
I
here.
actually have 2 quick questions.
Okay.
My first one was, I actually recently picked up a game called Catherine.
Yeah.
And I want to know, how was your experience playing that character? Because, oh my goodness.
Right? Oh gosh, getting cast as Catherine. So I didn't know everything about her when I started playing her. They didn't tell me everything, and it wasn't until like I was halfway through recording that my director finally went, "Oh, P.S. Let me give you the full story about her." So it was really, really funny, and also really awkward because, you know, Troy is like another brother to me. So any kind of recording with him where it was like, but yeah, really awkward and funny. It's a good time.
And then my second question, what do you think Lucina's reaction will be when she tells Prom that she got invited to Super Smash Bros?
Oh, I already did. I told so I told Matt that, and he was like, he was so jealous.
Thank you.
Thank you. He's like, put in a good word for your day. Hi.
Hello. I have one quick question.
One. All right.
Maybe multiple. But I was wondering if you could do a Sonic Karada impression from Good Ocean.
An impression of her. I have a pretty good one in my back pocket because I voiced her. So. Okay. Let's see if I remember anything. Oh dear Lord. Here we go. My mind is blank, but I'm hoping the words come to me as I start it. Oh, Sana Sweet Mood goes up and down. Oh, Sana Sweet Mood goes up and down. I slept in this morning, that's not unusual. Made it to school, which has become so brittle. All because the cute of the monster, my nemesis, put him in a... cage? Put him in a... what was it? Lab. That's all I remember.
Birthday's coming up soon.
Yes.
So can you say happy birthday to Kimberly in Sana's voice? It's her favorite anime character.
Hey Kimberly, happy birthday! From Sonic Run. Hi, nice caller.
My name's Malcolm, but let me just say, it is such an honor to meet you.
Oh.
For real. It's just like, you're literally one of, like, up there on the top 10 of my favorite voice actors.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're like,
Who's beating me? No, I'm just wondering. You don't have to answer that. I don't want to have to kill anyone.
you're number one.
Thank you so much.
In fact, number two is Tara Strong.
Oh, wow.
That's that coincidence. And so I just have two questions for you, super quick though. One question for me I have is, in one of my favorite video games, Tales of Grace's F.
Yes.
They like this really uptight kind of like girl who's in love with another guy, Sherry Barnes. What was it like playing that character?
Awesome. That was one of the first games I did when I went out to California, actually. So I was totally nervous, wanted to do a good job, and I totally loved her. She was hysterical, and I think because of that character is why I got to go in and do Marta. So yay, Tails.
My second question is, I know you're a fan of like the Final Fantasy series.
Yes, I am.
And I'm not saying Sarah was. No, Sarah. No.
What are you about to say about Sarah?
Sarah. I thought Sarah was a wonderful character. I love playing this. I even started Final Fantasy 13 too. But honestly, I love your Sarah, but I think you would have made an even better Lightning.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. I think, but Allie did an amazing job with
Could have
Lightning.
used a little bit like her less voice, but like a little bit more like seriousness. Maybe
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, caller.
Hello, my name is Sam.
Hi, Sam.
I'm also an amateur voice actor.
Very nice.
I was wondering, like several video game anime or animation studios, they'll like bring the whole cast in to record in like one session,
Yes.
while others will record like
Separately.
piecemeal. Which has been most prevalent over your career, and how do you think it might affect your performance?
Most prevalent is definitely one at a time, but that's because anime has to be recorded one at a time. Original animation, we're not matching mouth flaps, we're not matching things that have already been established. So we can record as a group, and they'll animate to us, so we can, ad-lib and bounce off each other and stuff like that. So definitely, and video games are usually one at a time as well. So I've definitely been in the booth by myself a lot. That might account for my mental problems. It's like a padded room in there. But I feel like it's made me more reliant on my director, having been in the room by myself so much, because a lot of times you don't have the benefit of hearing people around you. That's always the best if you're recording after somebody else has and you can hear them in your headphones while you're recording. Because it's always going to be better if you're playing off somebody. It's just way more natural if you're responding. That's, 50% of acting is, I'm reacting, I don't remember how. Yeah. There's like a thing, I don't remember the percentage. But yeah, so you really have to rely on your director and believe what they're saying is happening in the scene, because a lot of times you don't know, and a lot of times in a recording session, like for Persona, say, I didn't get dialogue around my dialogue. All I saw was Rizek's lines. So I really had to trust that the person recording me knew everything around it, and if I thought it might be a weird read that they were asking for, it made sense with what they got from other people.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Wait, I think it's time for a dance break. Everybody stand up. Dance break! You guys are awesome. All right. Just have to get up. Get some energy. Okay. Hi.
So I have to say two things first.
Two things.
Just one question. Number one, you are the cutest, awesomest, bestest, awesomest voice actor ever.
And dancer.
And dancer. And I totally mean that in like a girl. I would totally ask you for hair tips, but my hair doesn't really work for that, unfortunately. But and the second, I love you on Critical Role.
Oh, thank you.
Like I love your bargaining. Amazing. And then
Wink haggle.
haggling. And I showed it to my friend who's like a DM himself, and he was like, I love that girl, Laura Daly, like she's always so into it. So
Awesome. Thank you.
You're the best. And then my question is just, how is it like voicing stuff for the Tales series? I know you've been in more than one game, and there's a skits like "You're a little chicken," and other kind of stuff like that.
It's goofy. It's actually really fun because recording for the Tales series, like when I went out to California, nobody knew like voices that I already done, and I love Sana so much, and so I got to kind of bring that voice back a little bit for Tales, which made me really happy. And I think they're just really amazing stories. So anytime you get to be part of something that has that kind of well-rounded arc, it's a good thing. Okay, thank you. I like your horns.
Thanks.
Hey, you're welcome.
Hi, I'm Cass, and I'm kind of anxious right now, sorry. So I really like all of the things you've done for anime, and I was wondering, how come Forever After High you kind of like were recasted, like your character was recasted?
Right? That was wonky, wasn't it? I know, I started as Ashlyn, Ella, Cinderella's daughter. There was some stuff that happened. So I couldn't keep doing the voice. And I told them I couldn't keep doing it. And they were really awesome. And who was it that took over for me? Was it Karen Strassman, I think, took over. But she's doing an amazing job. And yeah, I love the show so much, and it's beautiful, and I'm bummed that I couldn't do more of it, but yeah. It was my bad, it was my fault, sorry. Hi.
Hello. Less complicated, but equally important. Can you combine some of my favorite things?
Okay, here we go.
Can you sing Shin Chan's honor song in Jana Proudmore's voice?
What? That is so weird. I don't even know. That is so weird. was just like, do it, dance, monkey. I'm trying to figure out how to do it in a not Shin voice. It's just like, to be a man, you must have honor. Honor and a penis! Hello, Lemley. How's the hair, Baron? That's Dr. Lobotomy. Just so you know. There's no skull on it. There's no skull on there. No, it's been taken off.
First off, I have to say, I think you're wonderful, and I love your lust.
Oh, thank you.
But a question, what kind of got you into voice acting as opposed to other sorts of acting?
Well, I kind of started all around the same time. I studied theater in high school and college, and when I started college, I auditioned for this local production in Texas, and got the part and was, in it. And then the guy that was in the show with me was Kent Williams, and he voiced Dr. Giro on Dragon Ball Z. So he asked if I would come out and audition for Funimation, which I did, and at the same time, an agent in Dallas came to that show and signed me for film work. So I started it all at the same time, and it wasn't until I moved out to California 8 years ago that I really decided to focus solely on voice acting, just because, like I said before, in Texas it's kind of limited, right? There's not as many places you can do it at, so I did both. I could only do so much at Funimation, and I was also doing television and film. And then when I got out to California, it's just like so many characters available and so many places you can work that it was like, oh my god, I can really just pursue this and do it all day and not get like bored with it because it's constantly changing, and it was not that voice acting would ever be boring, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I don't remember if I'm answering the question right. I'm kind of rambling. Hey guys, how you doing? But yeah, I think did that answer it? I think that answered it. I hope. I was communicating with her. Hi. Oh, they're waving. They're adorable. Hello.
Hey Laura, like I said, you would be number one, second would be Brittany Carvel. You worked with her, right?
Yes, I have on Soul Eater.
And Travis, right, your husband?
Travis is my husband.
Awesome.
That guy.
He's cool, right? He's a cool guy.
No, he's a total nerd, but I mean, whatever.
Yes. Anyway, question, if you had an epic road trip, who would you take? Any of your any of your anime characters or gamers?
Like a character?
Any of your characters.
Oh man.
Well, how about this? Let's just go for anime and gaming.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I would bring Toru, because I feel like she'd just be happy doing anything that we wanted to do.
Yes.
Who would she would get along with everybody too. She's just the best. And Maka, yeah, Toru and Maka. And we just bring Soul too because he's cute.
Yeah.
And Kyo. Oh, but they're both taken now, so I'd have to like come up with some cute guy to hang out with me. Well, it was Roy Mustang. We'll put him in the car. And then for gaming, I kind of am leaning towards going on a road trip with Fetch, just because I feel like she would be down to like stop the car and like see something cool. She'd like want to get out and just explore it, and she'd be fun and spontaneous.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello. Hi, I'm Rinley.
I'm Laura. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm kind of interested in voice acting, so first off, do you have any tips for just increasing your vocal range and getting your voice to do different things?
I took voice lessons when I was younger, and that really helped with vocal control and with you know, breath control and stuff, because, I mean, especially with anime, but really in video games and a lot of the fighting cartoons that I do, you really have to have that control for all the different yelling and sorts of things that you have to do. So that's good. And then, you know, you can just do scales on a piano, and like, just like a lot, and help increase range either way. I used to sing like Wicked in my car, like at the top of my freaking lungs, which I don't think was necessarily a good idea, but I did it. And another thing you can do just for acting's sake with VO is to, I always say read books at home out loud. And come up with different voices for the different characters that you're reading, and really get used to being able to cold read, because that's something that we have to do a lot in the booth. We don't see the scripts necessarily beforehand, so you have to get really good at reading something and saying it at pretty much the same time. So reading books is a great way to practice that.
Second question, who do you main in Smash Bros? Kirby. No, I'm gonna be honest, I am terrible at it. I am terrible. But Ashley Johnson, who plays Pike and Ellie in Last of Us, and, you know, she's amazing. Amazing. I said that so weird. We were over at her house, me and Travis were hanging out with her and her boyfriend, and we were playing it, and all four of us sucked immensely. I mean, we were terrible. We were like just falling off the levels nonstop and trying to figure out, it was really painful to watch and play. So yeah, we kind of, all of us just jumped from character to character to see which one we were good at, and we weren't good at any of them. But I didn't get to play as me because you have to unlock her, right? That's totally lame. Okay, last thing. Do you remember any of your lines from Catherine? If you do, could you say one or some of them?
I don't remember any of them. But if you think of them, I have this handy dandy scribble notepad that somebody gifted to me. So you can write it down and then I will say it later. Okay, so here. Take the scribble pad. If you think of it, or if you just want to have her say something totally, you know, weird, feel free. I don't know why I offered that. That was terrible. That was a bad move, Laura. That was a bad move. She's gonna come back with like, already poop fart. Okay. Hi.
Hi. I have two questions. I only had one when I got into line, but you just said something. Wicked. What's your favorite song?
Oh my gosh. In that musical?
Yes.
Oh, well, come on. Defying Gravity is just, what? No, because they're all so good. I can't choose. They're all.
None of my friends have seen it.
What?
Tell them to see it.
You guys should.
Okay, Dana has seen it. Hi,
Okay,
Dana. But other than her.
Dana, you rock. All the rest of you, get on it.
Okay, other question. Persona,
Yes.
Rise.
Yes.
What do you think she looks for in a man?
She would look for somebody that protects her and makes her feel loved and accepts her for who she is, and is really attractive. And has probably some money, maybe.
I can do like two of those. Thank you.
Hi, Micah.
I have two questions.
Hi, me. There's some weird vortex opening up above us right now.
But I know you've done a lot of voices, but which one, if you had to choose, are you most proud of?
The voice I'm most proud of ever? Oh my gosh. Say Jaina. Say Dora. Say. Oh God, I hear all these voices in my head. Oh my God. I am terrible at this. I don't know. I don't know who I'm most proud of. I feel like it's weird because it's an interesting thing interesting, like doing motion capture. So like, I feel like I latch on to characters that I've done that for. So like Fetch comes to my mind, just because it's very rare in video games to get to play a character that's so well thought out and so three-dimensional and isn't all about, you know, her physical appearance, which is sad, but it's pretty true in games still. So I feel like I'm really proud of what we did with her, because I got to come in early on in the process and kind of help define her as a character and define her interactions with other people and how she reacted to the world. So yeah.
And second one, in video games as characters, what's it like being in the booth, having to do like dying noises and things?
It's weird because it is so second nature now that I don't even think about how weird it is. Because literally it's, you know, okay, we need 5 reactions of you dying, getting hit in the stomach, just like a real guttural sort of death. Now can you do 5 reactions of you burning alive? Okay, that was good. Can you do it a little longer? Because this is maybe you like running around as you're burning alive. Okay, can we get some of you drowning? Now being electrocuted? Now being in water drowning and then somebody electrocutes the water, that would be good. So I mean, it's, you just get used to it, and you literally have something like, oh, now this is you dying with a hatchet to the head. You know? So there's like just, very different from the guttural, so, or the electrocuting, which I do. That's so dangerous, you probably shouldn't do that. Other people go, too, so.
Awesome, thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Number 1, I still like your shirt.
Okay, thank you. Cake, spice, candy.
Exactly.
That's all you need in life.
Yes, they are the lifeblood to existence, number 1. And number 2, number 2, in Final Fantasy Dissidia, I loved your Cloud of Darkness voice.
Thank you.
I loved you. Sorry. I mean, thank you for ruining my life.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Or you're welcome.
Just say you're welcome.
You're welcome. I'll take it.
Okay, what was your favorite part about voicing Serana?
My favorite part about voicing her? I love playing vampires. I started out doing something a little different. They were like, no, just do your own voice. I'm like, oh, but I'm a vampire. You don't want anything special? I'm like, no, just you. Okay. Yeah, I just loved being able to be part of that world because I was already kind of obsessed with the game. So, yeah. You're up.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
I have 3 questions. Starting off with 1 video games. What was it like to voice Trunks in DBZ's Xenoverse?
It was awesome. What's it like being the strongest guy in the entire universe? That's pretty freaking cool. And yeah, I am the strongest guy in the universe. What, are you gonna question me?
Second, what was your reaction when you found out that you were going to play Trunks?
Like ever?
Yes.
Trunks was like one of the very first things I was ever cast in. Okay, so the first thing I auditioned for was Dragon Ball Z, ever, with voice acting. I got cast as Dende. Yeah. That little cutie. And it was really funny because, actually I went in to record for it. I recorded like a few episodes and then like weeks went by and I hadn't heard anything and I was like, I feel like they said more Dende was coming up, but it's weird that they haven't called me in. And Chris Sabat called me. He wasn't my director at the time, but he called me up and he goes, hey, Laura. This is not my job to call you and tell you this, but nobody's doing it, so I should probably let you know that I was originally cast as Dende because I was voice matching another actress who had moved to Mexico or something and they couldn't get a hold of her. So I went in and did it. Only after I recorded it, she came back to the United States and she's like, I'm here to be Dende again. So they re-recorded all my stuff. And yeah, I know, right? And it was the first thing I ever did. I was like, I'm never gonna work again. But he's like, well, we really like you, so come on in and audition for Trunks. And so I did, and then I got that. And yeah, so I was jumping off the walls when I found that. I did lose my voice in the callbacks for it though. Because that's another thing. I forget who asked the question about voice stuff and like learning how to control your voice. At the time, I was newer, I didn't know it all, and I didn't know it all. I know it all now, everything. But yeah, I didn't know how to yell in fights without just destroying my voice, so it was gone.
My final one, can you do the Trunks half of Go Tanks?
Of Fusion Ha? Fusion Ha!
Thank you.
And drink lots of water. That's the other thing you need to do. Yes, your question, please.
All right, I have 2 questions. My first one, you've played a lot of protagonist female roles over the past few years. So in the past 10 years,
just a few years.
So what would you say the most important ways would be that female protagonists have evolved from, say, the late 90s up till now?
Are you kidding me? They're people now.
Do you have any specific milestones, though, that you think kind of define that, though?
Just recently, Ellie in The Last of Us, I feel like has just changed the way female characters are viewed in games, and making people realize that, oh, it can be just, you're just playing as a person, and it's still really moving, so yeah.
And my second question was, could you do the Medusa scream right before you killed her?
Oh, jeez.
From Soul Eater?
What? I don't even remember what that scream sounded like.
You just screamed Medusa and chopped her in half. It's really hard to explain.
But it could sound like anything. I could be like, Medusa!
No, it was angry. Like, it was...
I believe you. I believe you. I'm trying to avoid doing it, though. Because I don't remember exactly what it sounded like, so it's not even going to be the same as it was in the show. It's just going to be me screaming Medusa really loud. And you just want that. You're okay with it. Of course you are. Hi. Hi, how's it going over there? Sorry I'm facing that direction the whole time. Oh. Medusa!
That was it.
Hi. Drink lots of water.
Every time you scream. Thanks for that.
Okay, so I wanted to say that I loved you in Sengoku Basara.
Oh, thank you.
And I was wondering, do you remember any of the lines from it?
I did have this really handy-dandy scribble pad. It has since been removed from my presence. But I don't remember any lines specifically. I just remember her talking about flowers. She's really weird. Yeah.
And then one more question. Is there anything you can tell us about the upcoming Tales from the Borderlands episodes?
Other than that I worked on them? No.
Alright.
Other than that they're gonna be so good? No.
Hi.
Hi.
It's good to see you here.
Oh, thank you.
No, that's distracting.
See, it's intimidating, isn't it?
I don't camera well.
Oh.
So, thank you for that.
I don't camera well.
Really just a big thank you for all your voices, and I wanted to ask you, did you know, I mean, you couldn't have known going into it, I guess, but did you know that all these characters were going to mean as much to us as they do? And
No.
do they mean that much to you?
Yes, and no, I had no idea. It's so weird because we work so isolated, and like we said earlier, like so often you don't even get to record with other people. You're just in a room by yourself and doing this thing, and you go in and you're recording for a few hours, then you go home and you feed your dog, and you forget that it can be so much, and it becomes so much more. And yeah, so honestly, anytime I get to come to a convention and meet everybody, it's amazing, because that's what it's for, right? Is to get to see how it impacts other people.
And it does.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi. I'm sorry, I got distracted by a raccoon.
That's fine.
You look so cute. That's you. I don't even know if you're a raccoon, but you look adorable.
I was just curious, whenever you record a voice, do you happen to have a certain mantra or routine that you do?
If any, like, certain voices? Right? Oh, good. You guys sound good. It depends on the character. When I was singing Wicked, it was always before a Kodacha session. For some reason, that always made me, like, feel more sauna-y. I feel like less about things I do beforehand, it's more about, like, posture in the booth. The way that certain characters come out of you. So like with Fiona on Borderlands, I always record her sitting down, and I end up kind of leaning forward while I'm recording her, because I feel like she has a more calm posture about her. And then, you know, if I'm recording, I was about to name a character that you guys don't know about. Then I'm gonna be like, you know, standing up and you know, more bouncy and whatever, because you end up adopting their mannerisms as you're doing it. So, yeah.
And as Gina Proudmore, could you say, my magic will tear you apart?
I get so nervous every single time. Why does that happen? And then I just build it up more because I pause. I'm so mad. What was it? My magic will tear you apart? My magic will tear you apart! Yeah? I love that guy.
Well played. Thank you.
Hello. Oh, hi, Hello. I have 2 questions for you.
Okay.
The first one is, could you say your
I knew that's what it was going to be.
Your favorite pickup line in Lust's voice?
It's totally inappropriate. If you're a kid, cover your ears, I guess. I don't know. This is so gross. That shirt's very becoming on you. Of course, if I were on you, I'd be coming too.
Cosplay as any anime character that you voiced, who would it be?
Oh, that's so hard. I really like Toru. I actually got a whole outfit together for Sauna. But I'm a little old to be playing Sonic Red Age 11. It's not anime, but I've cosplayed as Black Widow. Which was really fun. And I also see a Fiona cosplay over there, and I've been wanting to have that outfit as well. You look awesome, by the way. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure I'm missing some. Alv from Kitty Grade, if any of you remember that show. Alv was so cool looking, and I would probably dig her up as well.
This mic is very tall. I have two, I guess, one question and a request.
Okay.
One, will you go on an adventure with me for 5 gold at a party?
Of course. 5 gold at a party!
5 gold at a party!
Watch Titan's Grave.
Yes.
On geekandsaturday.com.
Do it. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I'm actually turning 21 tomorrow.
Oh my god!
Last day of the car, happy birthday. Can you say happy birthday to me in Sarah's voice?
Happy birthday to you. In Sarah's voice. Happy 21st birthday, that's awesome.
Hey.
Hi.
I just have 2 quick questions.
Okay.
First, how is working with Riot Games on Apple?
Awesome. Next question.
Alright, name your favorite character in Persona 4 besides Reese.
Reese.
Besides Reese.
Got it right. Reset, if you want to say that. Fine. GA?
Good answer.
I got it right! Oh, did somebody didn't agree with me. Somebody did not agree with me over there.
Hi. I just wanted to say thank you for all the awesome characters you've given us. Someone said it already. They're so important to a lot of people. And Keiko from Yu Yu Hakusho is one of my favorite characters.
You guys look adorable.
Thanks. So, I wanted to know who's one of your favorite characters. And it doesn't have to be someone you voice, just who you like. Anime, video games, Disney, anything.
Oh, jeez, what? You just opened up. Let's say Rapunzel from Tangled.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You look so cute. So cute. And you've got Keiko with the long hair, which is my favorite Keiko.
Hello.
Hello.
I act a lot, and thanks to you, I'm kind of inspiring this
Nice.
Woo, theater minor. I have just 2 requests.
Okay.
So, one, could you say your soul is mine, but in Shane's voice?
Shin-chan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I will tell you something important right now. And that is your soul is mine.
That's awesome. Are you familiar with the show Gossip Girl?
Yes, I know it, but I don't watch
Okay,
it.
well, I recently got into it. And Kristen Bell kind of voices Gossip Girl, and she has like this quote that's like, you know, you love me, XOXO, Gossip Girl. And I've always wanted to hear Lust say that.
I'm gonna say it just like that.
Okay.
You know you love me. XOXO. Gossip Girl.
Hello. I have 2 questions.
That was probably the most random request I've ever gotten though.
Okay, first off, I love Critical Role so much. I was gonna ask, what is your favorite moment or adventure in all of your D&D campaign?
Anytime interacting with Gilmore is awesome. Just because we get to see Matt do that voice, which makes me so happy. And then it was before we started filming the show, but when we got the flying carpet, it was a pretty epic adventure. Tower falling, grabbing the carpet while we're about to fall to our death and realizing it's a magical item was pretty awesome.
Okay, and second, can you say, so many noobs, will matchmaking ever find true balance in Akali's voice?
That's a lot of lines. Will matchmaking ever find a true balance?
Yeah.
So many noobs. Will matchmaking ever find a true balance?
Thank you.
I don't even remember if that was her voice. Was that right? Awesome! It was like forever ago that I recorded that, so.
Hello.
Hi.
My question for you is, with all the characters you've done, my favorite being Rise from Persona. how are you able to make each one of them unique? Because your voice is very easily recognizable.
I think it's not so much about altering my voice that I think about. It's that adopting the personality of the character that I'm given, and it just kind of changes according to that. So that's why sometimes characters might sound similar because that's just where they fall and where I think they would sound. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Thank you.
Did that answer it? Was that good? Okay. How was that? How would you rate the answer? 1 to 10.
7.8 out of 10.
That's what I was thinking too.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I love Persona 4 a lot, and Risei is the best girl. I don't care what anyone says. And I just learned that you're not going to be Risei in Persona 4 dancing all night. That really saddens me.
I am so sad about this.
So I just wanted to know, was there any particular reason?
Why that didn't happen? Yeah. The reason it didn't happen is because they called to record it probably like 2 weeks out and said we need you to come in for Risei. Now I didn't know what the game was. I didn't know it was like Risei's main freaking game. They called and said, can you come in? And at the time, I can't remember what I was filming. It was either a motion capture job, which it was probably either Halo that we were filming, or it was Titan's Grave, because we filmed that in a week's time too. Either one of those, and it's like long 12-hour days, so it's early in the morning to late at night. So I couldn't do any voice recording during those weeks. And they said, this is when we're recording the game, can you come in? And I said, I'm not available during those times just because I'm filming something else. And they tried to schedule something and I tried to schedule it with them, and then they had to change it, and then we tried to reschedule it, and it kept falling apart, and I was holding up production so much, and I felt horrible, and I wrote an email and I said, I hate saying this, but if I'm holding you guys up too much, then I understand if you need to recast me, thinking that they would be like, no, of course not, Laura. We'll hold production as long as you need. And then they were like, okay, thank you. I was like, oh no! So they did, and it's my fault because I was unavailable.
It's not
you know, but I was super, super duper bummed about it. And so yeah, and I didn't even know what it was for, and then when the trailers came out and I realized what it was, I was like,
You'll always be the best.
oh, thank you.
But I just have
she'll do an amazing job. Yeah. Yeah,
But I
she sounds
have
great.
just one more request. Since I heard the Lust pickup line, I want to hear a pickup line from Reset.
I don't have any more pickup lines. That's the only one I have. And I'm not saying it again. So all I got is like, hey, what's your sign? You come here often?
Good enough.
She's more innocent. She would never say that. What Les said.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Unless she's in like the bikini or something during that. She probably would say that. Evil Risei.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. One of the many roles I know you for is one of the leaders of the Saints in Saints Row.
Yes! I love that game.
Honored to sit before a sitting president, by the way. I guess I was just going to ask, what's it like working on a character like that that's sort of a shared role? And also, what's it like doing the sing-alongs on the radio?
Oh my gosh. The sing-alongs are so much fun and so embarrassing. Luckily, oh gosh, because Opposites Attract was way more humiliating than singing Sublime, because I knew Sublime because I sing it all the time anyway. And then we were singing Opposites Attract, and I just lucked out that I was a female voice because all the guys had to sing the Paula Abdul part too. So it was actually really, really, really fun. It's an interesting experience on those games because, like when I did Saints Row the Third, I was cast late in the game. I don't know what happened with that, why I came in after almost everybody else had already recorded. But I got cast and I came in and Troy had already recorded all of the like cutscenes. So I had to match his timing with my lines, but give it my own boss's personality, which is really difficult because Troy Baker likes to say lines as weird as possible, and it makes it sound amazing. He's a brilliant actor, but it's a pain in the butt to match. And so it'll be like, what are you doing? Get in the car. Will be the line, and he'd be like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get in the freaking car. Which, when you're trying to match that, you have to hear it like, it's like Dub Smash. Have you guys done Dub Smash? It's like that, only in a booth. So yeah, it was really, really annoying and so much fun, and I feel like I became a better actor while I was doing that game because it's interesting to hear somebody else's take on a line. Like, I know how I would read it, but to hear how somebody else does it, it expands, you know, what you can do. However, when we did Saints Row 4, I got to record first. And Troy had to record after me. So I intentionally made every line as difficult as possible just to get even with it. And I did, because he texted me almost every time he was in the booth like, I hate you so much. And it was worth it. So worth it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Laura.
Oh, hey.
Well, that was weird.
I know, it's strange, right?
Big fan of Bioshock.
Awesome.
And I just gotta tell you, you are really hard to kill.
I know, she's evil, right?
It's insane. I'm just like, for a week I'm trying to kill Lady Comstock. It's like,
she's pretty terrible.
Laura!
Yeah, that's what Travis was yelling from the other room when he was playing it too.
Oh, God.
What are you doing to me?
The important thing is that you killed Troy Baker a lot.
That is the important thing, really.
You have voiced a lot of really amazing characters. I have a question about what I happen to think is one of the stranger ones. What was it like to voice Schrodinger, the Nazi cat boy from House?
Yeah, we went there. I personally, okay, so I think my German accent is horrendous, right?
I liked it.
Thank you. There was a lot of training that happened before I recorded for it. And every time I would record, I'd have to spend the first like 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the session just altering the lines so that, you know, it was like seeable cues so I would remember what to do with the accent to do it. So it was a challenge to play him. But I love it. That show is so amazing and so dark, and so I was really excited to be a part of it. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I think, you know, Schrodinger has some of the best stuff there at the end, so. No spoilers. You guys, no spoilers. Hey, how's it going? Is it time for another dance break? You guys are very quiet. Is it? Everybody stand up. I can see you if you're not standing. I'm staring at, I'm looking at you. What should we sing? Okay. You can't dance to Defying Gravity. Woke up late this morning, a storm was really rolling, rocks and tops were raining, something. Da-da-da-da-da. You're filming, that's not fun. Okay, that's it. That was great. That was really great, you guys. Good job, everyone. All right, how much time do we have left? Are we good? Are we good on time? 10 minutes. Hi.
Hi, Laura.
What's up?
I'm Cosplay, aspiring voice actress, and I find it so amazing that you played so many different types of characters, and it's like, we always talk about this thing called a character archetype, and I want to know, how were you able to get all your various different characters out? How are you able to audition for someone like Lust, and then someone like Shin-Chan, and someone like Trunks? How are you able to, I mean, because you might do Lust in your car and nobody can hear you doing it, so
Right.
I know you can do it.
I feel like when I started, I lucked out actually getting cast as Trunks from the get-go, because since it was so far from my normal voice, I didn't get stuck into, I didn't get pigeonholed really. They didn't, you know, think this is what Laura can do, because this is what her voice sounds like. So I had the benefit of that when Lust came up and Toru came up, so it kind kind of let me spread out my wings a little bit more. And then most of the time, you know, with newer projects, I don't even see people when I'm auditioning usually. Travis and I have a booth at home that I record all my auditions from at home now. So we record them and then send them in, and then so they don't even, sometimes they don't know what to expect coming from just an audio file, so it's good.
Cool. Thank you. You're welcome.
That's the beauty of voice acting. Hey!
Hi, Laura.
Oh, hi.
Question now. How does it feel basically playing the female equivalent of Teemo in League of Legends? Just being so heavily hated though, because I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I love Akali, and I have this real close friend of mine that loves Akali, and it's like he's kind of pissed off at me right now because I'm currently meeting you. So.
Ha 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 ha! Laugh in his face when you see him.
That's gonna be the plan. But
it feels good. That's how it feels. It feels real good.
Was it any type of was any type of pressure actually straying away from something that you normally do, like anime, into like a gaming perspective like League of Legends?
It honestly wasn't. Actually, when I recorded that, it was recording at Bang Zoom, which mainly does anime. So they do a lot more video games now. So yeah, no, it felt very comfortable going in for it. And we did one session, which probably lasted like 2 to 4 hours, maybe not even that long. And then it's just lived since then. So it's crazy that you can record something years back, and it's this like one part of your day, and then all of a sudden it becomes like League of freaking Legends, and you're like, what? So I had no idea what it was going to become when we recorded it. So I probably would have been way more nervous if I had realized.
Oh, and one more thing though, I love the fact about how your husband plays Azir and Talon as well though.
I do too.
Hello. Oh, hi. 2 questions, both related to Tales from Borderlands, which I am currently loving at the moment.
Nice. Who else playing that? Smaller Pocket. You guys should totally play it. It's really, really, really fun.
Okay, so my first question is, what's your favorite part about doing the game?
About working on it?
Yeah, about working on it.
The writing. I love the writing in that game. It is so much fun, and we just have a blast during recordings because a lot of times, like if you botch a line, if you screw something up, that's the one they like because they think it's hysterical. And then they write around it, and then it becomes a thing, and like, okay, oh wait, how far into the game are you? Okay, you're caught up. So the whole like Reese having a funny sock thing, that's because Troy wears funny socks. Like they were making fun of Troy during that. During the opening sequence of the last thing, they're all like playing, and there's like a montage sequence. The opening sequences for those games are so phenomenal. And they're doing a montage sequence, and they're playing D&D. They get mad and they like fling a thing, and there's a 20-sided die goes flying across the thing, and I'm like, and I freaked out, and I came into the next session, I was like, was that for me? And they're like, heck yeah, that was for you. We put in D&D. So it's just like so cool that they play off of all those things. And yeah, I love working with Telltale.
And my other question is, what's it like working with veteran voice actors from the Borderlands game, like Lydia McKay, Jamie Clark, like all those people?
Well, it's funny because the Borderlands games and Gearbox record in Texas. So all my friends are in the game. And, I've known Damien and Lydia for years before I even moved out to California. So it's crazy to get to work with them in California, and like I never get to see them anymore, and all of a sudden these worlds are colliding, and it's totally crazy. Like I was recording the other day, and Damien walked in the room, and I was like, because I hadn't seen him in probably like 10 years, I don't even know, and it was just totally great. I'm like, you're so good. He's like, you're so good. It was so great.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I try to, at work, I
try to make fun of Shin-chan. I'm actually kind of good at it. And
Oh my gosh.
I can actually do cats also. I have
Okay.
great at that. But my question is, have you ever had anyone do a dueling voice with you?
Like, do my voice back at me?
Right.
Like you're about to do?
Maybe.
You have to imagine when you're doing Shin's voice that you have a potato, a big potato stuck in your throat.
I do try, but sometimes it's a little hard, especially when you're trying to work with a potato.
Hi, Laura.
Oh, hey.
You're definitely, you're definitely one of my favorite voice actors.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome. I'm not too sure how many people in you are fans of the series, but one of my personal favorite works of yours is your voice as both Angela Miller in Resident Evil Degeneration and Helena Harper in Resident Evil 6.
Who's played it?
My question is, how was the experience working in Resident Evil 6, especially in that scene with Helena, Deborah, and Simmons?
Oh my gosh. It was crazy. Okay, so they did mocap with Resident Evil, right? And then I came in, so I didn't do the actual physical motion capture, but I did the face capture for it, which is a really crazy process because you get, markered up. So like normally with mocap, you have all these like, you're wearing terrible, hideous spandex and you've got reflective balls all over your body and it's just so embarrassing. And then they put markers all over your face and it captures all your movements and all your facial expressions and whatever. So with that, they just put the markers on my face and I'm in this little room and it's basically like a giant thing of glass with a camera and then like 20 people on the other side of the glass just staring at me. And you haven't seen the lines beforehand, but you have to match the timing of however, the movement of the body was. So if she decided to like rear back and turn, I have to match my facial expression with her rearing back and like turning, but you can't actually turn your head. You can only look like you're turning your head. And then you realize when you turn your head, you don't actually look over with your eyes, you just move your head so I can just look straight ahead. It's a weird thing. I learned something. So yeah, it was a crazy hard process. And so when we had, like the really emotional scenes, like the stuff, it was crazy, crazy hard. And it almost made me get more emotional than I normally would have because the intensity and the frustration with the process makes you get to a level that it would be harder to get to outside of that, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I loved it, and I loved whenever I got to have Matt Mercer's voice in my ears because he's so talented, and I mean, obviously, we all know that. So.
Thank you.
We all know that. If you don't know that, you know it now. We've all learned something. I've learned I need innocent pickup lines. You've learned that Matt Mercer's really talented, so. Hi.
All right, we'll just get that out of the way. All right, fanboy, whatnot. I was saying, I'm kind of sorry for recording in the first place. A friend of mine works with the girls from Steam Girl, Little Kato. He's like, oh man, he's like, there's no way you're going to be talking to Laura Bailey. Well, of course, man. All the faces. Okay, First Light.
Yes.
Playing with Fetch.
Yes.
Only reason I picked it up was because it was free on the network at the time.
Oh, that's right. It did have that, yeah.
After playing it, I was like, holy crap, I kind of wish I spent money on this.
Oh, wow.
So how gripping was the experience recording that?
That was one of the ones we filmed. So we shot that on the stages. We did mocap for it. So I was wearing one of those fantastic spandex outfits for it. And it was intense. It was really, really intense. Fetch was a hard character to go to. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and then all of the stuff with Brent was, yeah, really hard.
I gotta admit, I didn't cry manly tears for that.
Actually, so Travis Willingham plays, who was Reggie in Infamous Second Son, came back and he was playing Shane, who's the villain character in First Light, and it was hard, man, because I got really mad at Travis when we were working on that. Like I didn't like him on the stages, and then we'd be like recording in the booth later together, and I would just like look over at him like, you disgust me. Like he's doing all these things because he played the character so well, and I just hated it so much. He's like, I'm not really Shane. I'm like, I know, but I still don't like you right now. So yeah, it was hard.
And random curiosity, you played all the Borderlands games?
I haven't, no, but I heard that I need to because they're really amazing. Yes.
You definitely should.
Okay.
Especially getting into Handsome Jack's character.
I know, right? I mean, just hearing him in Borderlands, Tales from the Borderlands is awesome, and I'm like, ooh, I need to do more of this. This is really fun.
You're not going to make a cameo appearance at the Borderlands shoot by any chance, are you?
I don't know what you're talking about. At the Borderlands shoot? Is there a Borderlands shoot?
Oh, there is. Cosplay shoot.
Awesome! I probably won't because I have a lot of stuff today. But I want to see pictures for sure. If anybody's there, tweet it to me because I want to see them. I gotta wrap this stuff up.
All right.
Oh, how long have you been doing that? Have you been doing that for like 5 minutes and I've been a jerk? Okay. I think that has to be, do we get one more question? That's it. Get out, Laura. Get out.
Can I get this girl's request from earlier?
Oh, yes. You wrote it down. Come on, get up here, man. Okay. Oh, okay, I understand. I'm reading. Give me a minute. Okay, so this is the Catherine line. You're not cheating on me, are you? And then Lucina is just me talking, right? Hey, Niam. Hi, Niam. It's your wife. Yeah. I feel like that was anticlimactic. I feel like everybody just needs to dance on the way out or something. Five gold and a party! Five gold and a party! I'm at signings today, so I think like 1:30 in the dealer's room, I'm signing, and then 3 p.m. in autograph room 2.